Yeah, this is a detective game, somewhat spooky vibes, as probably Séance is telling people. So we're gonna handle ghosts and supernatural stuff, which I'm always here for. And yeah, this game released end of October, I think the 27th, if I remember that correctly just now. So of course fits spooky season. I initially wanted to play it on release, but you know, me and plans for stream, and I think I have like 20 games that released in the last few months that I wanted to play on release. And that's just too much to handle for anyone, especially for me. But yeah, we're gonna do this today. And let's just the eternal struggle, the eternal bad luck. It do be growing, especially with it being Christmas season, and yeah, Steam has some good sales. Let's just say it like that. Been scouring the store in the last couple of weeks like a hawk and found some nice games. So I'm not running out of content opportunities, that's for sure. For better or worse. But yeah, let's see if I bring my Detective A game today. Or if I'm just as mediocre as I'm managing superheroes. Yes. I mean, we can also go back and not start a new game, but that's boring. Okay, I can hold skip to skip cutscenes. Dublin Island, 1897.
Mr. Ward.
Okay, that looks very quiet. Sounds very quiet.
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara. Yesterday, a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Deane.
Evelyn Deane went
Everyone
missing.
here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive.
Okay, £500, like in that day and age?
Be the far side of the world for its distance from you. There's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honorable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly.
Ugh. That couldn't be me.
I pray for
Godly?
that this is
Ugh.
true.
Okay, how's the audio for your Rosie? Because it was a little quiet for me just now, the voices. Day 1, Friday, October 29th, 11 p.m. Okay, so we're gonna spend a couple days and it's gonna be Halloween. Okay, I'm gonna turn the voices right up in a second. Like my courtyard. You know, always the struggle when we start a new game, making audio adjustments because they're always too loud. I mean, not for me, I would play them.
Evelyn Deane.
Mr. Ward. Okay. Give me... Okay, no settings right now. We're gonna have to wait a second, apparently.
Daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Deane.
Daughter of a slumlord, okay.
I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her father.
Okay. Were you neighbors?
Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death.
Okay.
I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna try to make adjustments as we... Still sounds... I just hope I don't forget this. Okay, day 1, 11 p.m. It's raining, of course. Front gates, look. Oh, actions take time. Ooh, okay. The manor is miles from Galford, miles from anywhere. Without a horse, there's nowhere to go. Okay, but it only costs time once. Okay, nice. So I'm guessing if I walk, the time potentially also passes. Can you move faster by running? Press shift to run, okay. You'll move slow when crouching. Press control to toggle crouching. Settings can be altered in the options menu. Hold to proceed. Okay.
Hello?
Okay, I pressed space, hoping I could jump, but apparently not.
Is somebody there? What in hell?
I can't. I'm seeing things. Evidence wash woman, okay. Lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps we'll ask. You can check all the evidence you find in the records. Press 2 to access the records, okay. Records contains a catalogue of all the evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analyzed for further information. You can examine your hiring letter, for example. Okay, I hadn't even fully realized there was supposed to be a person standing there. Alright, cool. Our hiring exam. Okay. Okay, interesting that it's dated October 26th. And we are already here October 27th. Like, this was written across the country and it got delivered to us across the country, and we packed our stuff and came back across the country to this place in one day. Or I guess if this was written on the morning and we are now here at evening, it's technically 2 days. Seems fast. Oh, it's no time. Was this known for wasting an hour from Black Manor? I'm gonna mark yesterday because we're missing. Okay, guest. Nobody cared. Almost left this house. Of hotel grounds. Okay, so this is officially a hotel. She has not left. It's more than 200 pounds. This concerned party. Okay. Okay. So does examining just make me give me the possibility to read it again, or can I also? I'm trying to click on parts of the text. Yeah, guessing that's all there is. Photo of Miss Deane. Discussable with. Okay. Document a photograph of Miss Evelyn Deane. She looks to be in her 20s. Looks really interesting. It looks almost like a card. Like that border. Throw me off a little bit. Luggage. My luggage hastily packed. Discussable with myself. Okay, but I can examine it. Map of the region. Above the area for several miles around is stated but fit for purpose. Monster. Cocked. Oh. Oh boy, I can't. Okay, sorry you guys can see. Let me change the scene. Okay, is that interesting? I'll leave it as it is. We'll see if I have to change my camera placement. But yeah, I can discuss that with a bunch of people, apparently. Okay, observations, documents, items. Okay, I can filter here. Mysterious timetable map. Available. Okay. Let's look at the fountain. A not uncommon centerpiece at a place such as this. True. A barrel of rusty colored rainwater. Okay. To look in the sky when lightning strikes, because I feel like there's a lot of birds in the sky. Yeah, there's lots of birds in the sky. Okay. Stables. Locked. I can hear horses in the distance. The manor stables, perhaps? Statue, okay, of a woman. Can I read what's... No, I can't read this inscription. A bronze statue of a lady. It is not that old. A few years, perhaps? A dedication to Mary Blake, the Marquis's wife. Don't take it from us too soon. She will live on in our hearts and live through her kind and charitable deeds. Yo, bunch of stuff. Okay. Nice, that's nice. Okay, we have the idolist wife. Marcus Blake appears to have loved his wife greatly. Even in death, she influences his life. Such control sends a shiver down my spine. Mary Blake, the Marquis's wife, has recently passed. Late wife of our host, Jonathan Blake. Okay. See nothing else of interest out here. So let's enter. I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Deane's whereabouts. Already figured that. Time is of the essence is here to solve the mystery of Blake Manor. Time advances when board interactive objects and characters. You have until midnight tonight to solve the mystery of Miss Deane's departure. You will be free to further explore the manor in the coming days. And I already wasted 4 minutes. So I have 60 interactions. Time management, that's real horror. That is real horror. Especially if you don't know it. I mean, I noticed, of course, that time advances, but I didn't know that I only had an hour to take, at least to finish part of the game. Can be free to further explore the manor in the upcoming test. Okay. Immediate stress. Yes. Stress levels are spiking sharply. Oh yeah, let's waste another minute. Turnips with carved faces and glowing embers placed inside. Horrifying things. Okay, turnips is... I don't know, is that an Irish thing? I just know pumpkins. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Oh, nice! There's nobody around. I could ring the reception bell or spend a moment taking in the place first. You record your goals and progress in the mystery map. Press 1 to access this, okay? If unlocked the mystery, should investigate it. I like the answer as well. I've arrived at the manor to confirm if Miss Deane was here and if no longer present, what's the matter of her leaving cause for concern. Okay. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Selecting a connection reveals context for why two nodes are connected. Potential connection could Miss Deane still be at the manor. 1 out of 11 evidence pieces found. Need to check in. Okay. Can examine it here again. Yeah, give me a second to check in. Okay. Newspapers. The local news, albeit and old issues. Some pages are missing. What remains are all positive stories. So someone doesn't like bad news. Open the table. There's little of interest to me in here. When interacting with a person or an object, you may have more than one action to choose from. Use the mouse and navigate between actions. Okay. Manager's office, enter, listen. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Okay. Entertainment schedule. Listing of all guest activities planned for this event. You can analyze people, documents, and certain items. With the magnifying glass to hunt for observations. Okay, Monday 25th, 1:30 p.m. welcome luncheon. Tuesday, 3 p.m. afternoon tea and lawn games, 8 p.m. bridge game. Wednesday. Also, I saw that's the 27th now. 29th now. So it did take us 2 days to get here. Okay, so Wednesday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. horse riding and parlor games. Archery. Elsewhere's cricket. Divination with Mrs. Mantovani. 11 a.m. carriage tour of land. Okay, tomorrow, Saturday, 9 p.m. masked ball. Okay. The masked ball tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. in the ballroom. And we have silent dinner and the grand séance. On Sunday, the 31st, Halloween. On Sunday, there's a silent dinner at 8 p.m. in the dining room. So in the evening, the grand séance takes place in the hedge maze at 9 p.m. Uh, talks held daily in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Information on talks to be posted outside the room each morning. Okay. It's even later than I thought. If you's inside, I'm just wasting my time here, ain't I? But I want to waste my time. Ooh! A book that has clearly been handled with care. Telegraph room. It's a book about those carved turnips. Okay, read on, move on. I feel like I'm wasting too much time. Best focus on my investigation, yeah. Newspaper from 2 years ago talking of a local fair and the positive impact it had on the area. The Grand Séance, a gathering of intellects interested in esoteric matters, regardless of sex, color, or creed. Join renowned mystic Carmela Mantravani, and she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as yet witnessed by mortal man. No wobbling tables, distant moans, or questionable planchettes here. See the spirit of yourself, and better yet, speak with it directly. So see the spirit for yourself. What is going on here? So attempts to talk with a ghost? That cannot be possible. I have heard of seances before, but always the spirit speaks through a medium, a person or object. Surely all fraudulent. And spiritually dubious. What on earth was Evelyn Deane doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man, nor one who would allow his child to stray so far from his side that she could end up here of all places. Who was this woman? Okay, flies for the seance again. Same text as on the... Yep. Exact same text as on the sign. Random issues, each focusing on how peaceful the region is. Electrical lanterns. Private letters, hehe. Letters from a Mr. Duprat. He is half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. A personal letter from a Victoria Law. It has no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. This letter is written in a swirly script that I think may be Middle Eastern. Okay. Oh. Maybe confiscated items. A paper from 3 years ago. The main story is the carriage accidents that resulted in the death of the Marquis's wife. Ooh. Okay, I can only look at the box. There's also a couple toys in here. An assortment of trashy romance novels. Okay. I'm guessing I could leave the cupboards open, but that would be suspicious, I guess. A good detective, of course. Make sure to leave things as they were. A list of the staff's rota for the next few days. I've recorded the movements in my timetable in case it proves useful. Nice. Guess that's the only thing I can open here? Okay. Yeah, I guess. Okay, that's the only drawer we open. Okay, so I kind of want to look at everything, but I've already basically wasted half an hour, so... It's now 3 days since Miss Deane went missing. Well, let's enter.
What on earth? Who are you?
My name is Declan Ward. I've come for a room.
Well, you should have rung the bell, Mr. Ward. This area is staff only. Come, let us go to the lobby.
Spoils board. Mr. Varley. Oh.
This area is off limits for guests.
Let's not ring the bell right now, no sense of vexing the manager. Oh, come on!
Now, Mr. Ward, was it?
Yes. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken. Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in. I'll send words that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
Okay, Evelyn Deane. Miss Dane's signature. Miss Deane signed the registration book a few days ago. There's a lot of names here, all signed within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Deane, there are 17 others currently staying in the hotel. Only one guest has signed in with an X, meaning this gathering has usually high literacy rates. Unusually high literacy rates. Okay, do you sign in with an X when you are illiterate and don't know how to write your name? Okay, person X and the father Loken Sinnott signed in after Miss Deane reportedly went missing. I reckon who arrived and departed and when. I noticed Miss Deane did not sign out. Observations discovered, okay.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Ah, yes, the, seance. I noticed the Miss Deane's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Deane?
It is. Rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
Can engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your records. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the characters and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select Discuss Evidence and ask Mr. Varley about Miss Deane. Okay, that wasn't voice acted. But can you tell me about Mary Blake? Oh, sorry. Okay, suddenly the voice acting is completely gone. Marchioness Blake was a kind woman and a dedicated mother. Her death came as a deeply tragic shock to all of us at the manor. I guess because I selected the wrong person. The Marquis and his son were naturally never the same. No doubt that's the reason this seance is taking place now. Okay, that's for some reason isn't voice acted either. Either I broke the game or I'm sorry, did you say Miss Deane departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? In truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be useful? Yeah, usual for her. I could not say, sir. This was the first time she stayed here. Unhappy expression. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Cracking glass. It must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely he'd have had time to. Or surely he'd have them fixed. And the pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed the time, ruled by routine, or both.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Okay, suddenly voice acting is back. Interesting.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room. I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
So Miss Deane was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. It would be good to see the letters she left behind. It seems my cutoff for investigation is midnight. I should get a move on. Having a look around out here, I'm not sure Miss Deane's letter is still being kept in the reception area. Likely the manager has it in his office. By exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation. To see which objects you can interact with, hold down the space to enable detective vision. Okay. Generally want that. If I want to determine whether anything suspicious happened to Miss Deane before I retire for the night, then I am running out of time. What on earth could these be for? Could be that they're important. Maybe there's a clue for their use somewhere around here. Yo, I took them with me? Are you kidding me? Okay. So I'm hoping the manager's not in here.
Sir, I've told you before that this area is for staff only.
I thought you were with the telegraph
Leave
machine.
and do not come back here. Otherwise, there will be repercussions. If you need assistance, you can ring the bell in the lobby.
There's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air in here. I'm not sure if I like that. Envelopes? Empty envelopes for letters to be written, okay. Paper stack. Ink and envelopes, presumably providing letters. Alright, get entry to the office. Okay, my hiring letter. That was not on this paper. Seems to be stationary. Ink, paper for the machines, and so on. Okay. A lot of surprises. Book, newspaper. It has primary means of communication with the outside world. Apparently the batteries did. It requires 6 volts. Ah! These burned out discs are where the smell in the room is coming from. I'll move them in case there are any risk of fire. Alright, let's give this a try. I can use these new discs to replace the old ones. I need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. Just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Okay. Wait a second. I saw something here. Voltaic pile battery. It seems somebody was trying to follow these instructions. A voltaic battery is built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage output. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with an output of 4 volt. A cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode, separated by an electrolyte bridge. Okay, first the copper disc, then the electrolyte bridge, and then the zinc disc. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. And each stack is 1 volt. Okay. I need to use all this to generate an output of 6 volts. Yeah. Okay, easy enough. I need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. Just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Yeah. Three, 4, 5, 6. Battery seems to be working and the telegraph machine now has a hum to it. It should tell the manager. I saw that.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Oh.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Hey Catilla, thanks for the lyric. Have fun hanging out with Galef. Should act quickly, I don't know how long he'll stay in there. Yep. Character locations, point of interest, and rooms can be viewed on the map. Press this for to access this. Okay. This is the map, is it? The yellow arrow indicates where Ward is. You can also see where other characters are. Characters will change position every hour, so be sure to keep an eye on the map. New areas will be added as the manor is explored. This does not look like the map, did I? Yeah, that is not the map, I'm sorry. Ah, this is the map. Record for who is in which room, useful information to have. Something under it. I think this, yes, this is Miss Deane's departure letter. On his desk? Strange. He must have been examining it when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder, does this match the signature in the sign-in book? Are there any differences between these signatures? Oh, yes. These signatures are close, but they don't match. Somebody else wrote this letter of hers, but who and why? I've got enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis. Press 1 to access this. Press make hypothesis to open the hypothesis panel. Complete a hypothesis by filling in the missing words using keywords gained from evidence. Press consider to determine if you are correct. Hold to proceed. Okay, but I think I've only seen... Because I have no other choice right now than to make it. Okay, I think I saw earlier that I was technically missing one piece of evidence for this mystery, which is sad. Okay. I've seen departure. The special letter is forged. What if? I know what happened here.
So, Miss Deane didn't leave the hotel.
Apparently that was correct.
And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
Do you speak
Yes,
English?
this is true. But it seems likely that all the staff and guests would. I'm unlikely to find the culprit based off this.
You can write?
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Deane.
Okay, mystery solved. Miss Deane's departure. She did not leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think that she did. Facts about the culprit. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Deane, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate a suspect on the screen. For now, it's time to get some rest. Okay, by investigating those present in the manor, I should be able to eliminate the suspect and reveal the culprit who is behind Miss Deane's disappearance. Okay. Investigate his office, investigate his quarters. Profile him, hand on a pocket watch. And Blake Manor.
Mr. Ward. Mr. Ward, your room is ready.
And we are all the windows open. Place is freezing. Perhaps this explains Mr. Valle's demeanor. Okay, the thing is, I'm sure he would be pissed if I came out of his office. Maybe I should have looked around in there more.
Mr. Ward, your room is ready. The porter shall meet us there.
Yo, this place is huge. The plaque tells me this is Walter Blake, the Marquis' only child. Okay. Southeast corridor. Strange device. Strange contraption. I wonder what its function is. What is it measuring? How do you know it's measuring something? Closed in preparations for Saturday evening ball, okay. Fine suit of armor. I wonder if if it's seen battle or if it's purely ornamental. Jonathan Blake, the owner of this estate, painted here with his young son Walter and his wife Mary. An intricate display, though it lacks the Blake family crest. Perhaps a trophy? Who is that? Where did she go? Was that a ghost? Get a grip, Declan. You're tired, and this place is getting to you. Drawing of the manor. Arms, black crest arms. It seems decorative, though oddly it appears to have seen some use.
If you head up the stairs, the porter will show you to your room.
Another painting. Also sound effects are nice. The creaking of the stairs, everything. Portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase. It looks to be Egyptian? That's curious. The plaque reads Lady Wilhelmina Blake.
This room's yours, sir. Number 4.
You can skip to the next hour using an hourglass. Time can only be skipped forward, and hours cannot be regained. No! It's too late for this? Nice. Okay. Rooms 13 to 16, room 17. Maybe I shouldn't do that while others are watching. 18. 19, I can't listen to control. 20 to 22. Edward Blake, founder of Blake Manor. His outstretched hand makes him almost Christ-like, though he was anything but a savior figure. Let me just documents. Room assignments. Rooms 2, 7, 15 and 21 are unoccupied for this event. Miss Deane must have been staying in one of those rooms. Okay, room of Miss Ivy McLeod, Mrs. Lau, Miss Mantrovani is our medium. Mr. Ward is me. Mr. Toussaint. Service assigned. Father Sino. Miss Callaghan. Dr. Callaghan. Mr. Duprat. Miss Heasham. Mrs. Darcy. Miss Quinn. Unassigned. Mr. O'Mara. Miss Barbosa. Mr. Scarrett. Mrs. Erickson. Mr. O'Finn, unassigned. Mr. Coventry. Map of the upper floor. This should be useful for placing which guest is located where. Okay, let's go to our room.
Well, this is your room, sir. Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing Dining Hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
Sunken red eyes. His eyes are red as if something is irritating them. Unusual Celtic cross. A Celtic cross, though it seems somehow different to many I've seen. Shaky hands. He seems to be suffering from some kind of tremor.
Well, breakfast is served. Nice chance. Anyway.
Okay, so I'll get. What did just tap there? Stuck in a wintry landscape, skull piece of if somewhat uninspired. My luggage. I want to pack in case I find myself needing a hasty retreat. Okay, your choice, bro. Can't see anything of note in there. Guess we had a tap from the other side of the room then? Like from the other side of the wall. Then... that means Mrs. Lau's room. Wonder if we will hear something has happened to Mrs. Lau tomorrow morning. I doubt I'll sleep well knowing that this damn thing is lit. Look at the chair, look at the painting, look at the gramophone, and the dressing table. That doesn't take any time. Look at the book. A guide to local flora and fauna, though the locale in question seems to be in the north of England. And the clock strikes midnight. Okay, but I don't automatically go to sleep because can't see anything of note in here. I look and feel exhausted. A thick rug with an unremarkable design. Fine gramophone. Not the kind of thing I was expecting to find in my room. Stranger still, it does not come with any recordings. Small house by mountain. I wonder if this location is nearby. Seems more like a stock painting. I've seen plenty of these. Bed. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. Not yet. Nothing on that nightstand. Empty landscape. There's not much else to paint around here, I suppose. Won't be able to do much else, and I should rest. Tomorrow will be a long day. So I can't sneak around in the middle of the night? Too bad. Let's sleep then.